Hello, everybody. Welcome back to E20 Zone TV. It's Friday evening. Hope everyone's having a good night. I'm not. I've heard the news that Lopetegui could possibly be coming to West Ham. I am fucking livid. Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. Before I get started, please do smash a like on the video. Subscribe to E20 Zone TV. This is a have your say, so stick your comments in the comment section below. I'm going to read them out. I'm doing a half-hour sesh, and that is me done. But the news sort of come out earlier from different journalists about Lopetegui possibly coming to West Ham. Do you know what I mean? This geezer is not the move. I'm sorry. If you're trying to convince yourself that this is the man, then you're lying to yourself in life. Simple as that. Yeah, he is not the guy, right? There's one in Moyes out, and I'm all for that. Yeah, because it is time for change. But you don't go from a 61-year-old dinosaur fossil football to a 57-year-old dinosaur fossil football. I don't get the flip-flop nature of people's opinions now. Yeah, they moan about Moyes and they moan about the style of play and everything else, but they're going for fucking Lopetegui, who is a bit better but nothing major. For me, West Ham should be going down a younger route. Yeah, a younger model. Now I'm seeing these links with Amorim. Yeah, keep appearing, and I see something with Jose Mourinho tonight saying that West Ham would be a good move. Right? If West Ham were really keen on Amorim, they would make it happen. They wouldn't hesitate because this geezer is highly sought after. Yeah. So why haven't they? Right. I also see tonight that someone's put out a petition. Yeah, to say about Nopetegui. Do you know what I'm saying? I have to laugh at it because I make 100% right. This geezer's fucking shit, bruv. Right. I'm not gonna lie. He's not all that. There is a reason why he's been out of work for a year. Yeah. He had a good stint at Seville, right? But so did Pellegrini at Manchester City and Real Madrid. And look where that landed us, right? What does me, and this is what irritates me massively, is why can't West Ham go down the Arsenal model? Go out and find a up-and-coming coach and develop him over a period of time. That seems like common sense to me. Yeah, it really does. Yeah, but people want to go down the Lopetegui route like it's a good option. This is a cheap and cheerful signing, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, this is a person who's there. If this person was managing Bournemouth, you wouldn't want to take him out of Bournemouth. Yeah, because he's not all that fucking good. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't get it. I really don't. Like this, I'm sick to death with people just accepting like mediocre football, mediocre fucking managers. Yeah, people will slag off Moyes and consistently slag him off, but then go and accept a cheap and cheerful appointment in Lopetegui. That makes no sense to me. Yeah, Sullivan. Don't get me started on him. Yeah, because I've been saying it to everyone for a long time. Yeah, this geezer is cheap, cheerful, and that is what he is. Yeah, he will not give us the ambition that we want as fans. And I've called it for 8 years. I've called it for 2.5 years since I've been doing this channel. Because I won't lie to folk. I'm not sitting here lying to you. I'm telling you exactly how it's going to go down. And how it's gone down is how it's gone down for the last 6 months in regards of this fucking appointment. Now, I knew back in January, early part of January, that Lopetegui was well in the frame for it. Yeah. But for me, come on, where the fuck is the ambition, mate? Like, this is not an ambitious appointment. Like, nowhere near it. And if you're trying to convince yourself that this is ambition, then you are lying to yourself. This is a 2 years max deal. And the people who have been saying that this geezer, David Moyes, is a dinosaur, he's fucking fossil football and like he should be out and everything like that. Mark my words, the same people who are saying that will be saying the same thing with Lopetegui within 18 months. Yeah. This is not a future plan for me. It really isn't. Yeah. I know this is a bit of a rant video because even though I've got dough on this geezer, I don't want this cunt here. I seriously don't want him here. Right? Because it's just not the right move. It's just someone who's fucking there and just go and just, oh, we'll just take him because he's there. Do you know what I'm saying? We act like a big club, yeah? We say we're massive, but we don't act like a big club in regards to managers, right? Every time we pick a manager up, it's a manager that no other fucker wants. No one's never coming to West Ham and saying, oh, look at their manager, West Ham's manager, I'd love to have him. No one ever says that because we always deal with shit all the time. It's always people who are begging for fucking work. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't get this one. I really don't, right? If people are turning around and saying that Steiden and Sullivan have been sitting there in the boardroom thinking, who could West Ham's next manager be, right? They've had a whole fucking year to sort this out. it just seems like they've gone, right, who's got the best CV, who can we generally get? Lopetegui's the man. It's as simple as that. I think it's disgusting. I think this ownership of this club, right? I'm fucking glad that they're starting to be exposed for the shit that they are. Yeah, because they are a piece of fucking shit, big time. Yeah, and people are starting to see through that and go, hold on a minute, David Moyes has got us to a level now. We expect a higher class manager than him. Lopetegui's not that, mate. Fuck off. Like, if you're trying to convince yourself that he's that, yeah, then I don't know what more you want. This is not the future of West Ham. This is a short-term fix. And it shouldn't be a short-term fix at this club. That's the whole point of getting Steiden in and having the fucking data analysis geezer in. Yeah? Ain't we supposed to be playing long-term? Fucking Lopetegui ain't that. He really ain't. So my final thought is this before I get to the comments, yeah? This ownership, this club needs to wake up and give the fans ambitious ambitious appointment. Yeah? Don't keep fucking going for the cheap and cheerful option, right, to save a pound note. Because that's not what we want. We want ambition. We want someone who's going to come to the club and transform this club into something that we know it is. We are a massive club, yeah? And as fans, I'm so fucking proud of so many people that are standing up and saying, nah, fuck this ain't right. Yeah, this is not on. And all the people are coming out and saying about GSB and everything else. Fucking right and all. Yeah, fucking right and all. Because it's about time they showed us a bit of ambition, right? Aston Villa, I keep getting mentioned all the time. Aston Villa, Aston Villa. Look at Aston Villa. Look at their owners. Look at their manager. Look at their ambition, right? That's all you need to know. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know how many more times I've got to fucking say it. Our owner does not care as long as West Ham are in the Premier League. He does not care. The difference is David Moyes has made us care now and said, hold on a minute. I want them European nights. I want West Ham to be competing for quarterfinals, semi-finals, finals of competitions, right? Lopetegui's not that, mate. He's fucking not that. Mark my words. It's May the 3rd. Fucking click this video up. Yeah? Within 18 months to 2 years, Lopetegui will be out of West Ham. Mark my words on that. He won't last long because the fans will turn on him fast when it all starts going pear-shaped. This geezer's not a good manager, mate. I'm telling you that now. Yeah? He fucked off Real Madrid, right, for the Spain thing and everything else. This geezer's just not the fucking move, mate. And it's just another one of Sullivan's fucking ploys, as he always does. Yeah, cheap, cheerful, and that's it. So there you go. Right, let's get to your comments because I've had a little bit of a rant on that one. I'm not happy about it at all. I really am not. The answer is there is no ambition, James. There you go. Yeah, I mean, I'm ambitious. Cosmo Runner's ambitious. Joe Blogs down in Custom House is ambitious, right? The only person who's not ambitious is our owner. Why? Because he hasn't got to be ambitious. Because as long as the money's coming in from the customers that he's got, he does not care. Simple as that. Because they've got to pay 13 or 14 million pound compensation for him. You're on about Amorim. Pay it. Ain't we supposed to be a big club? Pay the fucking money, mate. This is what makes me laugh. Liverpool are a massive outfit. They identify Slot and go, Slot is the guy. Bang, 9 million over to Holland for Feyenoord. Don't even hesitate. West Ham on the other hand are going like with their begging bowl out to see what they can get for fucking cheap. If I want fucking cheap, I'll buy a fucking canary, mate. Honestly, I don't want fucking cheap. I want the best. I'm sick of that goblin Sullivan. It's been the same for years, treating our club like it's a Sunday boot fair. Couldn't agree more, this Murph. Like, I really could not agree more, mate. Yeah, and it's people are defending it now, though. That's what's doing my nutting. People are going, you know what? No, he'll be all right. Says who? Fucking, he'll be all right. Oh, like, oh, that's all right. We'll get rid of Moyes and we'll just bring this geezer in. Do you know what I'm saying? Nah, fuck that, man. Not for me. Fuck that. Hi, James. It depends on the team is rebuilding and keeping the status quo. See, I agree on that. Do you know what I'm saying? Listen, Moyes has to go, but come on, there has to be a standard of manager that we deem acceptable. Yeah. And Lopetegui's like on there. Do you know what I mean? He's not fucking that level. Do you know what I mean? I want someone who's going to take us to the next level, not keep us on the fucking same level. Do you know what I'm saying? It's madness. I like your ambition, mate, but we ain't getting angry. There you go. Like even Rob, who was on the space earlier on, I done a great space earlier on. I had about God, there must have been about 200 people in there, right? All talking about different things. And shout out to everyone who was on that space earlier on. But for me, like, people are sort of are accepting of this and saying, "Oh no, this is acceptable." So let me ask you something right now to the people in the chat. What is unacceptable for you? Because I think Lopetegui is unacceptable for me. Yeah, I look at this and think to myself, look at Arsenal's model at present. They went out, got Arteta, a long-term vision. If West Ham was to go out and get Lopetegui, what's the long-term vision there? Basically, that is to say, you know what, top 10 until Sullivan leaves the club. That's not how it works with me. Like when you have bought the club, yeah, as fans, we want the best, yeah. And if you can't get the best, you go down to stages. Lopetegui's the best of a bad bunch, if I'm being honest, because of his fucking CV. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not on, mate. Spencer Mason, I hope you're well, mate. Stick with Moyes getting relegated. Start with Spanish boys getting relegated. Grow some balls and pay a Sporting up. Simple as that, mate. Pay the money. Pay the money. Irons has said Wolves fans are laughing at us. You know what makes me laugh? People used to will say about Gary O'Neill. Yeah, I thought no, Gary O'Neill not for me. Yeah, because I think it's too soon. Right, but he's done a better job than Lopetegui's done out there. Do you know what I'm saying? And he's been under fucking grief. It is mad, honestly. It really is. Brady is in Sully's ear all the time. Of course she is. You know what I mean? She ain't out in fucking America. She's in his ear all the time. Hi, James. Maybe Lopo is better to construct a rebuild. Would you really trust him to do a rebuild? Would you really trust this? What would you rather, Mandy? Yeah. Would you rather have a younger manager that you can build over a period of time with, a 5-year plan, say, yeah, someone that you're going to believe in, the long-term future, or would you rather go with Lopetegui, do a massive rebuild, and it could end up flopping in like 2 years? Do you know what I'm saying? Because this geezer doesn't hang about at clubs for a long time. He simply doesn't, and he's been up and down. Like people say about his stint at Seville, yeah, he had a good stint at Seville, but so did fucking Pellegrini at Real Madrid and fucking Manchester City. It means nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? West Ham needs to go down the younger model, like someone who's up and coming. Like you don't go and get rid of a 61-year-old and then bring in a 57-year-old whose football is a little bit better, but not majorly better. It just doesn't make no fucking sense. The only sense it does make is that it's a cheap appointment for someone to be there and go, that's the guy. Yeah, he's there. He's available. Let's go and get him. Now, ambitious appointments for me, Hans Flick is sitting there. Yeah, that galvanizes the whole fan base. Lopetegui does not galvanise the whole fan base. Yeah, and when you start going down the free agent market, probably Fonseca is the one for me. Yeah, Lopetegui's not the one. Fonseca, what you have learned from Fonseca is he knows how to integrate the youth. He knows how to build a side up from nothing. He's a very good coach to a point. Like, that's the guy. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you want a free agent, there you go. There's your free agent. Not Lopetegui. Like, this has been on the cards for 6 months. And I knew about this back in December. And it's just like, it's the same shit over and over again. And nothing ever changes. Nothing ever changes. It's been like this for years. It's been like this for years. And the difference is now, yeah, than anything else is that Moyes has set us to a standard where the fans now have gone, well, we don't want to go below that standard now. Yeah, which has put Sullivan and co in a situation. Because let's have it right. If he comes in and we finish 10th, and it's a major rebuild, right, there's been a load of money pumped in, are we going to say, oh, we've got to give him time? Right, because I don't believe so, mate. Like, if that's the case, then you might as well just go with a younger manager and build for the long-term future of West Ham United Football Club. I just don't see it. Southeast Hammer, hope you're well, man. James, it'll be Amorim. I'm 99% sure. This is all smoke. Smoke scrum is given the green light for the end of the season. The whole academy plays Amorim's formation. Noble got it ready. If it is Amorim, yeah, West Ham go up to a level that you've never seen. Yeah, I've said it on Spaces numerous times. Yeah, I've said if you go and get him in, like, it'd be a fucking amazing. Yeah, I do believe in that geezer. I believed in him ever since I started YouTube. Yeah, I always said that he is the next level manager that we need. Yeah, and someone said to me earlier on, funny enough, they went, "Oh yeah, but what happens if he's here for 2 years and then someone comes in and wants to take him away?" Well, fucking, it means West Ham have been doing all right for 2 years. Do you know what I'm saying? And West Ham have been competing at the highest level for 2 years, right? That's what we want as fans, don't we? I want to see West Ham. I want to see the best West Ham possible, right? And under Amorim, yeah, he integrates the youth. He plays a style of football that will benefit us. He develops talent from nothing. Yeah, he's a good manager. This Lopetegui thing, I do believe that this has legs with it. Right, I've called it for months and months and months. Yeah, and I've got money on it. So if I've got money on something, I know for a fact it could happen. Right, there's a chance of it. This definitely happening. And if Almerin says no, it is going to be Lopetegui, mate. Simple as that. It just will be because he's there, he's free, and he ain't going to cost a fucking thing. So um, Sullivan will sooner spend 6 million on a loan fee than up and coming European pedigree manager and buy him out is a joke. See, I've seen different reports on that. I've seen it's 12 million, I've seen it's 15 million, I've seen it's 10 million. Obviously, you have to be realistic in what it is, to pay for it. But if you want to be the club that we all want West Ham to be, which for me, I want West Ham to be competing for Europe. I don't ever want to see West Ham fighting relegation ever again. Yeah, not while we're at the LS, right? At Upton Park, you can accept that to a point because that was back then. This is a different West Ham now. I want West Ham top 10 consistently. Yeah, then pay the money. Pay the money, long-term manager. That's what you're after. What I don't understand is why you hesitating on that. Like, if you care about this club, and listen, we're not a skink club. Let's have it right. Like, we're the 16th richest club on the planet. So why don't we act like it? It just doesn't make no sense, right? The issue I have is the longer they're delaying this, right? Are they delaying it in a way that he gets picked up by someone else? Like, will Bayern Munich look at him again and go think, you know what, we'll go with him? Then we're just going to get blown out of the water. So who knows? I've not, I have not wanted David Moyes gone all season. Sat week in, week out, watching West Ham. Bore my nut off. I bore my nut off for Lopetegui. Yeah, I know, man. I know his own. Mark says I'd rather keep Moyes. No, listen, I think Moyes needs to go. Yeah, I do. I will stand by that. I think Moyes has done his time, and I think the time is now to say goodbye. But the last 24 hours have been embarrassing on this club. Fucking embarrassing. Right? You got Stuyden not allowed anywhere near the changing rooms. It's just fucking mayhem all the time. Do you know what I'm saying? It it's just crap, mate. Honestly, it really is. And when you sort of see it all the time, as I do, consistently all the time, it's just not right. It's just not right. Now, people are blaming Moyes for the thing the other day, right? And I was looking at it, and I even said it on a video yesterday. Stand back, take your West Ham cap off, and just look at what's all around you. Yeah, Sullivan's pulling the strings there, right? Do you know what I mean? Easily pulling the strings, but people will bypass that and think it's on Moyes all the fucking time. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Moyes feels a bit let down by the owner, yeah, and I think it's just a collective now. Everyone's pissed off with everyone, and I actually think the fan base can't wait for the season to finish, the staff can't wait, and the fucking owner can't wait. So there you go. Fonseca is worse. We should go for. Yeah, I agree on that, man. See, look, when I look at them names there, right, Almerin, Tuchel, Hunes, and Fonseca, yeah. Well, obviously the Stuttgart manager that ain't going to happen because they've just got Champions League. Can I see him leaving the Champions League club, who he's just worked and built it up to come to West Ham? That it, yeah. Tuchel, there's a possibility that he could stay at Bayern Munich. Now, if he stays at Bayern Munich, that ain't happening. Almerin's there, but I just don't believe they're going to pay the money, mate. He doesn't buy no one out of his contract. It's just a fact. And then you've got Fonseca, who I would definitely have. So there you go. I won't be at many games if Julian Lopetegui is the manager. I'm not sorry. No ambition. There you go, mate. Like, I'm not being funny. Where is the ambition though? Like, that's what upsets me more than anything, yeah, is that we've had a taste of glory. We've had a taste of like European Avengers and things like that. And the thing is, we want more of it. Yeah. And as a fan base, I've always said this: when West Ham get going and West Ham are all together, we are a big, massive unit of a club. Yeah. And I look at other clubs. I look at sort of Newcastle. Obviously, they're a one city club and everything. but they've got financial backing beyond the hill. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And when I look at us, is when we go somewhere, we go like an army, and that's how it should be. Like all the fan base should be coming out and saying, "Hold on a minute, we're at a standard now that we want to go higher than this." Do you know what I mean? And it's okay to aim for the stars, yeah, reach for the stars because you never know what you're going to get. But come on, like cheap and cheerful appointments. We've done this for years under Sullivan. Avram Grant, right, was one where he had to make a decision on him and he ended up relegating us. Do you know what I'm saying? Big Sam, same thing in 14-15. Fucked about, waste of time there. All these appointments, it's just managers who just no one wants. It shouldn't be like that. It really shouldn't. Let's get to these comments. Let's have a look what we got. Let's have a look. This one. We don't have to pay a penny if he decides to leave. I believe Amorim will come here be apologising to sporting fans, but never said he wasn't leaving. Yeah, I'm not convinced on that, mate. I can't see West Ham. This is me personally, my own personal opinion. I can't see West Ham forking out 12 to 15 million for a manager. They're doing a major rebuild for 200 million because that's what we need. Like we need a major rebuild, right, from back to front. And basically spending as good as 225 to 230 million in one hit. I just can't see it. I really can't. 10 for the 12, 15 million. Who cares? It's a farce. The buyout for a good, exciting manager is pocket change, and compared to the money we have pissed up the wall for wasted players signing Haller, Skamaka, Cornet, etc. Comment of the night from Ian. 100% agree with you, mate. We go out and spend higher money, higher wages on flops from abroad, but we won't do this for a manager who has learned his trade with Sporting. Yeah, he's developed some really good players. Look at Gyökeres, like the ex Coventry City striker who we wanted last year. We was looking at obviously Moyes thought different, twat, but he goes over to Sporting Lisbon. Look at him now. Like he's like 80 million pound striker. Like Marcus Edwards, I know he loves a red card, but he's another one. Decent player, really good player. They've got some other little gems in there. And you've only got to look at the players who's left Sporting over the last sort of 4 years. Paulinho, is it the two fullbacks at Tottenham? It's mad. It's mad. So there you go. What we got? He saved Wolves from relegation. He's boring and solid. Yeah, that's the only thing with me. Lopetegui is not my choice, but the Spanish rate him hard-working manager. Yeah, but the problem is how far do you go with him though? Right? If your ambition the next season is, let's say, top 10, surely bringing in a younger manager, someone who could be a gem in the future, whether that's a coach at another club currently right now, or as someone who's got the potential to go on and do big things. Now, I look at this as an example, like Kieran McKenna at Ipswich. I think he's a little gem in the making. Yeah, obviously Ipswich need a point to go up, so he ain't going anywhere. I just don't see why West Ham just don't go out for someone who's up and coming. Like this feels like to me that they're scrambling about for a manager. That's what it feels to me. Like it just feels like, oh, right, what it is, we're going to have to try and find someone, see who's about, see who's available, and we're just going to grab them there. Now, is Lopetegui that guy? Not for me at all. And Almiron, I think that's more smoke and mirrors, if I'm honest. I think it's the other way around. Someone said in the chat earlier on that they think the Lopetegui issue, like thing, is to boost the Almiron one. I disagree. I think it's the other way around. I really do. Exponential anger. I hope you're well, mate. Evening, James. I'm over everything. Just going to keep saying Sullivan out like a scratch record. Yeah, I know, mate. I know. One thing I will say, I am pleased that so many people are starting to see through the shit now, though. Like they're starting to see through it and go and understand what I've been saying for a long time. Yeah, some of these people I've never even met in my life and not even spoke to, and I'm seeing it on social media. And I'm seeing people say, "Hold on a minute, like this is not acceptable now." Right? Well, we're not at that level anymore. Like we want to go up to the next level, not be at level or even go lower. And I'm pleased. I'm fucking pleased because I've been on this train, as I say, for 8 years saying about this geezer. Yeah, how he sort of dodges bullets. And the issue is that where West Ham have done so well, yeah, the fans expect now. Like West Ham fans never used to expect nothing, mate. At Upton Park, we never used to expect anything. The only thing we ever used to expect is a decent cut run. But we never thought that we was ever going to go and win something like at Upton Park. Like from the time I've been alive, 2006 was the closest I've seen West Ham to go on to win something. Yeah, and we was seconds away. But even then, with a young team, it was firing. And I look at it now and I think to myself, like, this geezer just doesn't care. This owner just doesn't care. Like I think Kadinsky cares to a point because that's why Steiden's here. And this whole Steiden Moyes thing is just like the owner should have come out and made a statement and said, right, this is it. We're going to cut this down stone dead. Like Moyes, you're leaving. That's it. We're going to do it as a mutual agreement at the end of the season. And I see Moyes' interview today. He's rattled. He's completely fucking rattled. I can see it in the way he's speaking. So someone's saying something, it's triggering him all the time. It's just a never-ending cycle, mate. It really is. What we got? But we know Southern won't pay the release calls for Amorim and can't see Stein staying on if we don't sign someone decent. That is the fear with me. Joe, what? Great comment, yeah, from Scott. That's the fear with me. I am worried now about the situation with Steiner because I think there's going to come a time where Steiner's just going to get undermined, mate, by Sullivan. It's going to come, right? And when it does, is this geezer big enough to walk? Probably. Do you know what I mean? If he walks away, and also if he does walk away, that should be more fire to the flame of the fucking ownership of this club. He really should. Would you take the Bournemouth manager? I think he's outstanding, wouldn't cost a lot and up and coming. Listen, I look at it like this, yeah. There are so many managers out there on the planet where you can look at them and you think they ain't even got to be managers. They could be coaches that are coming up that are looking to learn their trade. Do you know what I mean? I don't think going for someone who plays a similar style to Moyes, right, a little bit better, or like with possession of the ball, is the right move. I just don't see the long-term vision. Now, for me, yeah, we don't even know like what the next 3 years is going to hold, right? And then people use the argument, well, did you know that Moyes was going to do what he did? No, but the problem is when Moyes did what he done, West Ham had no ambition of expecting that. Now we expect that. That's the difference. Like we're in a situation to turn around and say, well, we've been there, we've seen it, we've done it. Now we want to see it and do it again. Like I don't want West Ham going back to being 12th every year. Do you know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Not for me. What we got? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Would you take Lopetegui for 2 years if it meant Will still coming in after two at Sunderland? Listen, John, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I think Will Still's a good up and coming manager. Right, I'm going to say that. Right, I think what he done in France is very, very good, etc. I've always liked him, right? Because obviously he's a West Ham fan. He knows what it means. But would we be going after this geezer? Would we really be going after this geezer if this geezer didn't support West Ham? I don't believe we would, mate. If I'm being honest, I don't think he does anything that sort of shouts out, "Well, we must get this man." But he's a young and up and coming manager, so yeah, probably I would have him in a few years' time. But I don't think. Would you rather? I'd rather have the geezer now rather than 2 years because if you go for a rebuild now, then it might be another major flop. Like, let's go back to the London Stadium move in 2016. Obviously, went from Upton Park to Stratford. We spent money right back then, fucking mad, really. We signed some shit players. That was a bit of a rebuild to a point, and it just ended up really, really fucking bad. Do you know what I'm saying? Like some of the players we signed, like Gokhan Tor and fucking Faguli and things like that, Zaza. Norvite and who's the other one? Jonathan fucking Kaleri. Like, this is not screaming and like rebuild. This is screaming fucking danger. So for me, I'd rather have someone now. Like, get the geezer in now who knows what he wants and he can plan long term. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not on that vibe. I really am not. What we got? Evening, James, mate. Was on the space earlier. I was in work, so I had to leave. Just wanted to say, if we get Lopetegui, we might as well just stick with Moyes. As I said earlier, mate, for me, Moyes has to go. Yeah, it's done. Like, right, the journey with Moyes is done. I think everyone needs a fresh start in next season. Yeah, fans in, out, whatever. Yeah. The only issue I have now is the management appointment has to spark everyone back up again. And at the minute, if it is Lopetegui, that ain't sparking nothing, mate. Do you know what I mean? That really ain't. That to me is someone where I'll back him because he's the West Ham manager, but I've got no faith in the geezer whatsoever. Yeah, oh come on, Lopetegui, let's go, let's see how we get on, and just go from there. Do you know what I'm saying? Even when Moyes come back, I wasn't like this. I was like, you know what, see how he gets on. But our expectations, as I said, back then weren't up there. Like, we weren't expecting much when he arrived. We was hoping for the geezers to keep us in the fucking league. Do you know what I'm saying? So, what's the expectations of Lopetegui? Like, that's a question for everyone in the chat before I wrap this up. Like, what do you expect out of him if he arrives? Like, he's got to do something next season. I'd rather keep Moyes and just let him sign Giants, to be honest. Yeah. We've reached for the skies with Pellegrini. We got burnt by the sun. We need to make other improvements like squad building, a training ground, youth development. Yeah, I understand that, mate. Big up, mate. Hope you're well. Great show. Cheers, mate. See, great comment. Stop fanning about and get the Portuguese in. Listen, we need him, mate. Trust me. If we get Amorim in, I'll be buzzing. Absolute buzzing for two reasons. One, Sullivan would have done something that he's never done in his life. And two, I know within 3 years, West Ham be competing for like top six easily. Like it'd be comfortable because Almerin knows what he's doing. Like he just knows. And with our youth academy currently right now, with the likes of Freddie Potts coming through and some of the other young lads coming through the academy, like the academy's bright, 100% bright, and you just never know what gems are in there. Yeah, are these gems going to get picked up by a Lopetegui and sort of made into something? I just don't see it. Lopetegui likes ready-made players, a bit like Moyes. I just don't see it at all. Almery is going to United 100%. I don't see that one either, mate. I don't think anyone will touch United at the minute. You're getting Gareth Southgate, aren't you? So I say, who wants Man United? Who wants to go Man United anyway? West Ham fans are saying most knowledgeable in the country, but Moyes treats us like idiots. Yeah, yeah, I know. It's just been a sad state of affairs, mate. I will get expectations now. However, the board hasn't changed their one. I don't know what that is. Anything over the safety financial bonus. Couldn't care less about us or being ambitious. Yeah, I know. This is a David Sullivan move. I'd rather have a caretaker manager than a sideways appointment that will serve us up the same tosh. Richard Stevens, hope you're well, mate. I think you're out in Birmingham way. I agree. I really do agree on that. And I'm a bit, this I feel that Lopetegui is going to happen. I really do. As I said before, I just, yeah, I'm not feeling this one. Not at all. This is going to go bad, right, really quick, because I feel the fans will expect a standard from him, and then when he doesn't reach that standard, then the fan base will just go bosh. That's it. We've had enough now. I don't see how he like pushes us into the top 10. I really don't. I mean, not the way he plays. Yeah, we've got good players, but we need. I think a long-term vision needs to be integrated into the side here. Now, just to keep doing the same thing and just going for these managers that are out of work. And if Lopetegui had a job currently right now, would anyone really want him? Would anyone say, you know what, we need to go to that club to get Lopetegui out? No one would. No one would. The reason why he's out of work because he walked out on Wolves because they didn't give him what he wanted. It's going to happen. Like AC Milan fans up. Now this is true, ladies and gentlemen. Right, this is not a lie, yeah, and I swear on my life right now, this is true. AC Milan fans were DMing me and literally quote retweeting all my stuff saying, we agree with you 100%. We don't want him either. They do not want this geezer anywhere near AC Milan. And AC Milan are a bigger club than West Ham United. Yeah, they are a massive powerhouse unit. And if they don't want him, yeah, it's like, no worries. We'll have him, right? We don't want him either. Like, we seriously do not want this fucking geezer at the club. but it's just a cheap appointment. And AC Milan fans have been protesting quite a lot in regards to that. And you know what the Italians are like? They don't protest. They will go round to Geezer's house and go for the fucking boardroom if they have to. So, you know, this Lopetegui shout is it's madness, to say the least. So Lopetegui is good enough for Milan and Bayern, but not good for West Ham fans. Give me a break, fellas. Well, have Bayern and Milan wanted him? No, they haven't. They do not want this geezer anywhere near the club. So there you go. But it is what it is. Right. I can hear it now. You wanted to change, you got one. Nah, I wanted to change, but I want to change for the better, not for the worse. But it is what it is, to say that. Right, I'm wrapping this up. I'm going to enjoy my Friday evening, mate. I'm not letting Lopetegui get on my fucking nerves anymore. I'll be back. I might come back tomorrow to do a little preview for Chelsea. Big game, Sunday. We've had so much shit over the last few days in regards of like manager, technical director, new manager. Oh, I want to see some football now. I mean, fucking hell, enough of us talking about all these different things. Big game. Huge game against Chelsea. They're in form. They beat Tottenham on Thursday night. And obviously, we've had a free week to reassess and go again. For me, West Ham turn up. West Ham can do some damage there. Yeah, if they're all on it together. Obviously, there was the incident last season. Yeah, where I think it was Cornet's goal that never stood in the end. And revenge would be sweet up there. Well, we're 1-0 up, 2-1 down. And we'll remember it. Cornet's goal goes in. Bowen gets done for a VAR decision, probably the worst VAR decision ever. But there you go. There you have it. But yeah, we will talk about that another time. But my final thought on Nopetegui, because I don't want him, is this. Yeah, you want ambition. He's not your guy. He simply is not your guy. Yeah, young, fresh, and new ideas and new philosophy on football is the way forward. We, as fans, I think West Ham fans have seen a moment with West Ham and they want to contain that moment and continue that moment. Under Lopetegui, that there is no moment. Yeah, it's just a fucking cheap and cheerful appointment just to appease the fans. Yeah. Now, Amorim is the guy. If you go and get him, that's a statement of intent. Yeah, West Ham mean business. Yeah. And everyone will be skip and jumping all the way in the summer and can't wait to get back to the LS to see Amorim's team. Yeah, I don't think it'll be the same if Lopetegui's in charge. I really don't. Yeah. And within a year, if it doesn't work out fast with Lopetegui, then people will start be looking at him and saying, is this football ready for us? Yeah. So we will see what happens there. Anyway, smash a like on the video, subscribe to E20 Zone TV, hit notification bell and all that. And I will see you again in the next one. No, Sullivan, we don't want this guy. We want ambition. A bush. Level up. Get set, level up. Level up.